he was like jumping up and down, and I was just excited because like I was like, let's go, we scored.
Yeah,
Like the place was rocking.
Ice is ready, babes, and we are back with another episode of the Empty Netters podcast presented by BetMGM. And I know that's not my line, and I apologize, but I hope you're going to forgive me because we have an unbelievable interview with Macklin Celebrini for you coming up right now. I won't waste another second of your time. Let's get right into it. We are joined today by a Vancouver native. Is that North Vancouver? Is that a thing, or are you just Vancouver?
No, North Van. Yeah.
North Vancouver native.
Wow.
Yeah.
The only person ever to win Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Forward of the Year in a single season at the USHL. A U18 bronze medalist. Hockey East Rookie of the Year. Hockey East Player of the Year. Hockey East scoring champion. The youngest player ever to win the Hobey Baker. And the first overall pick of the 2024 NHL Draft of the San Jose Sharks. Macklin Celebrini, welcome to the Empty Netters podcast.
Wow.
He memorized all that.
What an intro. What an intro.
Did you know all of that about you, or did any of those pop up and you were like, shit, I forgot I did that too?
Well, I mean, I just don't hear it every day. So,
Yeah.
So when he...
It's not on Wikipedia.
I mean, list everything off.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot.
Hey, buddy, I left shit out, by the way. True. You know, people got things to do. I couldn't go on all day, but like, it's
What's
crazy.
great is now we have a recording of it, so every morning if you want, you can just
I
play
can
that.
just replay.
If you're in a rut during the season, just play that and be like, dude, I'm fucking great, man. Dude, wasn't.
I got to run something by before we even get into it. A buddy of ours, or one of the guys who works on our show a lot and works at the company, his really good friend is a big Sharks fan or a big hockey fan. I can't remember exactly, but they are pushing because Joe Thornton was here and was Jumbo Joe, right?
Yeah.
And you go by Mac. They were pushing for you to be Big Mac because it's like Jumbo Joe, Big Mac. How do you feel about that nickname? We're working on it right now, but what do you think? What's the initial reaction?
I'm not huge on it.
I think that we did it.
We did. Wow.
Like, listen, we gave it a shot.
Yep.
But we did.
Yeah.
The only thing I liked about it was Big Mac has secret sauce, like the burger, and I kind of like that. Like
I like that, Mac.
Yeah.
you've got secret
Yeah.
sauce, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But we
think
can do
about
better.
it.
I mean, honestly, like, a nickname I always got called growing up was, like, Sally, which I feel like is cool.
That's
For
obvious.
my
I don't know
life.
why I didn't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about
That's what I'm
that.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's a lot more different, like ways to
What
go
are the boys
about it.
calling you already?
Just Mac.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just...
I think Mac and Selly are perfect.
Yeah.
Sally's,
Like, we don't need to overcomplicate
Sally's
this.
gas.
Because you know what? Big Mac feels like the easy one.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
think it fits.
No need to overcomplicate it.
Exactly.
Joe
It's
is
so-
quite big too. He is quite
Yeah,
jumbo.
he's literally a jumbo guy.
I'm like average. Like, I'm 6 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
5'11" 3/4 per
Yeah.
the combine.
Don't do that to him.
so I'm 6 foot.
6
And-
foot. Back.
I'm 6
Check the
foot.
tape.
Yeah.
He's 6
Yeah.
foot.
I've actually grown since the combine.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
huge.
have. Yeah. No, I measured it at 6 foot.
Yeah.
Waking up every
And-
morning hanging from the
Exactly.
pull-up bar.
Yeah.
Stretch that spine out.
You ever see those things where you put your feet in?
Yeah.
them and
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing. I have that right beside my bed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Gotta
That's
do
how he
that.
sleeps, actually.
Gotta
He sleeps like a
do
bat
Yeah,
upside down.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking
That was
great.
offside, dude. Don't ever do that.
Dude,
again.
he had a funny comment. It was like your combine interview. They
Yeah.
asked him about it, and he was like, I'm actually pretty gutted to come in at 5'11" and
Yeah.
3/4.
I mean, like, just give me the 6 foot.
Come on, dude.
What are you
Come
doing
on.
here?
Yeah.
Dude, Jesus Christ. I mean, he's 6 feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is on record, 6 feet.
Done.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yep. Got measured today. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable
it
stuff.
was actually today. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, so we're prep school guys. We're New England prep school guys. So we wanted to start there. There's a huge, era of your career already, which is wild. But as CP said, you're from North Van. And then your dad gets into sports, was an athlete growing up. He gets a job with the Warriors. All of a sudden, you're playing in this area. And next thing you know, you get sent to the Hogwarts of Hockey. And you're at Shattuck. 52 games, 50 goals, 67 assists. Not a big deal.
Yeah, how are you?
Not a big deal. But what I really want to talk about is that was the year after COVID.
Yeah.
A lot of people know about Shattuck, and we've had a lot of Shattuck alum on the show, so people have heard about it. But it is very hockey forward at that school. I want to hear about that season because we've heard that you guys are like doing virtual classes and shit like that, but also the hockey team was like, we're not doing anything different. We're fucking practicing, playing every single day, and you were just in the shit from the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, I think we had the best setup at the school because how they divided it was like cohorts. So like the prep and AAA team were cohort 15s and 16s, but we were a U14 team. So there wasn't another team to really put us with.
Yeah.
And we were in our own dorm, so we just had like, so there's a lot less chance for like exposure and like if someone got sick, like the chances are just lower of us getting shut down. So yeah, I mean, we skated every morning, had classes every day, but like they were like online.
Yeah,
and
right.
Like
at your dorm,
you didn't
right?
really like do much.
Yeah.
And then we had practice at night and workout, and it was pretty much just spending 24/7 as a team.
Yeah. Beauty.
So
It was
sick,
so-
dude.
So sick.
What was prep school what you expected? Was it weird? Like it's a jarring thing when you're that age and you're like, anyway, you go live with these kids and you play prep hockey. What was that like?
Yeah, I mean, it was weird. It was the first time I really moved away from home.
Yeah.
And I think because I got put in the situation that I was, where the school wasn't very hard, it was just tough because like everyone was adjusting to the COVID time period. So
Of course.
school wasn't too tough just because like they're figuring it out. I was living with the same guys for the whole year, so they became brothers. Like,
100%.
and then you look at that team, we were gross.
Was that Cole? Was Cole there?
Yeah,
yeah,
Cole,
that was with Cole. Yeah,
I
You
mean,
guys
we
were
had
gross,
We had
dude.
so many, like John Whipple, Brody Zemer, Will Scahan. Like, we had like so many. We have like 5 or 6 NHL draft picks on that team for a U14 team, which is nuts.
That's
Like,
insane.
it's nuts. It's nuts. But yeah, I mean, it was awesome though. Like, it was. But to go back to your question, it was easier, I think, for that situation.
because of that situation. Yeah,
And then like the next year it got harder, like because then we went back to normal school. And
yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, yo,
All of a sudden you have to show up to class and you're like,
yeah.
fuck, I have to put
all,
pants on.
yeah, all of a sudden like
Yeah.
you're rushing to class like in the
Yeah, yeah,
mornings
yeah.
after like morning skate. You like rush to class. You're in science class by 8 o'clock, and I mean,
dude, I used to miss
there's no
dinner.
messing around.
Like I would take too long. I'm like the slow undress guy.
Yeah.
So like I would be chilling in the locker room with the boys after like my gear's half off. Finally get to the shower, like go get my skates sharpened, and then I come back and dining hall's closed, and I'd be like, the fuck, dude? Like, the schedule there is pretty rigid, you know?
yeah, 100%.
Do you did you like it leaving home? I mean, like I remember so distinctly the first time I got to Andover and I had that moment of like, oh, I can do whatever I want here. Like I think I ordered Chinese food on like a Wednesday night and I was like, this is fucking sick.
Yeah.
Did you have any of those moments where you were like, I'm away from home, I can kind of just like do my thing?
Yeah. I mean, being away from home, I mean, it was an adjustment just because I had to do my own laundry and like all that stuff.
Dude,
which
it's so real, dude.
it was just like, I was just like, are you kidding me? But I mean, for me, it was just, I mean, it kind of just rolled through it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like there was any like struggle or anything, but I did feel like I was like, I have a lot more
Yeah,
freedom.
lot more
But at the
freedom.
same time, it was COVID, so not really.
Yeah, like, you can't
So,
go anywhere.
yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't.
But I
We
guess-
couldn't really
Buddy,
go
you wouldn't have
anywhere.
left the dorm. I didn't leave the dorm anyway. There was
Yeah.
no such
Yeah.
pandemic. I
Yeah.
played
Allowed to go
fucking
anywhere.
video games and watch movies.
Yeah.
It might as well have been a pandemic when I was in prep school.
Sweet.
All right, I want to talk to you about Worlds, right? And you've had a few chances to represent Canada already. U17s, World Juniors, but I specifically want to talk about U18s, that was in Switzerland that year.
Yeah.
So in the bronze medal game, you guys have that great run. You went down, you scored the first goal. You guys tied in the third. You assist on the goal with like a minute left, and then you score that nasty OT winner. What did that feel like? Just, and I know you'd represented Canada already, but just doing something like that in a Canada sweater must have been, boyhood dream coming true. What was that like?
That was amazing because, I mean, U17, it was a difficult experience just because my roommate, Malcolm Spence, right when we got there, got sick. And it was like a random sickness that it was like bad. Like I moved out of the hotel room to another hotel room, and like I got it.
Oh, wow.
So like I got it when I was with them, and then I was pretty much like the whole term. Like I played like 4 out of the 6 games.
Yeah.
I played 3 out of the 6 games, and I was like dying on the bench. Like I was dying. Like honestly, like it's a great tournament. Great. I mean, they do it so well, especially with Canada. But I mean, it was a tough experience for me just because like I didn't leave my bed for like a week. So like I was just bedridden.
So yeah.
But so like U18s was really like my first experience to actually like play, and like first game we get beat 8-0. I was like, oh, here we go.
I actually am sick again.
Yeah.
I don't want
I was
to.
like, here we go. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a cursed again.
Yeah, which is a nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, oh
yeah.
God,
But then,
horrible.
I mean, we kind of pick it up. I mean, we win the rest of our games, and then we have another tough one against Sweden. But no, that experience was awesome.
And did you guys do anything after? Like what happened after the bronze medal win?
Nothing much. I'm actually trying to remember. I think we just bus back to the hotel. Oh, there's just like this sweet like Swiss like burger shop that all the boys
Money.
loved. Like
Yeah.
because we were staying up in I forget what the town was called, but we were staying like in the middle of nowhere. Like our preliminaries were in the middle of nowhere. Like we were staying at this like, it wasn't abandoned, but it looked like an abandoned like ski resort.
Yeah.
Like, it was like
Awesome.
we were
Probably
in the
was, dude.
basement
Yeah,
too. Like we were in the it was called the dungeon. And it was like it was crazy.
Like, this
it was-
can't be the right
it was-
reservation.
we're like we pull up to it and we're like, where are we right now?
Like, we're Team Canada, by the
Instead
way.
of giving us like electronic key cards, they like hand us like a metal thing with like a key on the end. So we're like, okay, where are we going? And we walk in and like, Europe, the skinny beds.
Oh, yeah.
And like first my like we put our stuff down. I go into my buddy's room, and he just sits on his bed and he falls through it. So I'm like, what is going on? Like, just breaks like he has like the wooden planks. Just broke like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we're kind of in the middle of nowhere, and then and the food was decent.
Yeah.
I mean, best
Bad.
they could have done.
Yeah.
So we went to this burger shop for a night, and it was like tastes like the best burger
Yep.
of all time.
Yeah.
So that's what we got after
After the
game.
experience you'd been through, you were like,
Yeah.
oh, this is unbelievable.
This
Yeah.
is unbelievable.
You find out that there's actually a prison bus that they were sending a
Dude,
bunch of
yeah.
inmates to,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
swapped your
They
reservations.
got a lamp.
Yeah.
They got like a big key ring and a lantern
Yeah.
to
I
get down to
picture
their
like a
room.
guy with a keychain ring, and he's like, "This is your room, sir." And you're like, "Where the fuck am I?"
Yeah.
It's because you were Team Canada. They were like, we gotta knock them down and pay.
Mental
Mental
game.
competitive
Mental
advantage.
game for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Sweden was at the same hotel too.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So you had no excuse,
So we had no
for you boys
excuse.
on that one,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
That's where I was like, we couldn't
Yeah.
say anything because
Do you run into any of the boys?
any like
Like the Swedish
Oh,
kids?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like you're like walking
yeah.
down the
Hey.
stone
Yeah.
dripping wet hallways.
They're like, boys, have you tried this burger? It's fucking gas.
boys, if you're hungry,
Yeah.
just go here.
if you don't want the
Yeah.
prison slop here.
No,
Yeah.
but it was so we were up in the mountain. So that's another thing. Like there's like a grocery store, but there weren't really any restaurants. Like
Yeah.
Oh, fair. Yeah, yeah.
People out there just like grow their own stuff
Yep.
and go to the grocery
Sure.
store and just
Yeah,
make
yeah.
food. Like
Freaks.
there wasn't any like there wasn't any restaurants. So we were literally on top of this hill, and for every game we had to go all the way down the hill to the rink and then all the way back up.
Oh yeah.
So then we
Jesus.
went into the city for one of the
Yeah.
for that meal.
Yeah.
But other than that, we were stuck on the top of this mountain.
So insane, dude.
That is absurd. Dude.
Yeah.
So insane.
How fired up are you with stuff like Four Nations, and then obviously finding out that you guys can play in the Olympics again to represent Canada again and on that big of a stage? Like, does that get you fired up? Does that jazz you?
I mean, watching like when Canada was won it in 2010.
Yeah.
with
Yeah, I
Silky
remember,
Goal
dude.
goal,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah. That was a good memory.
Yeah.
But no, I mean like that's what I think about when I think about the Olympics and
So sick, dude.
just how sick that is. I mean, Canada USA in the finals with those two teams, like
Dude.
that's a game I could watch right
Yep.
now and just
Yep.
watch it over again.
For sure.
like,
Because
and be
dude, we're getting
engaged.
competitive. I gotta
Yeah.
say, like the
Yeah.
U.S. squad looks pretty good these
Yeah,
days.
I mean, like it's only gonna get better and
Yep.
better, especially with I know Russia can't compete right
Yeah.
now, but once they're back and I mean, you look at across the league, like it's getting more global. So like
Sick.
Oh, dude.
these like it's not like Canada's dominant or there's like two
Yeah.
teams that are
For sure.
Like you could not medal
Well,
if you're one of
yeah,
those big
yeah,
countries. You know,
exactly.
it used to be
Dude,
like at
what's
least
funny-
we're getting
Yeah,
silver or whatever,
yeah.
but now it's like, bro, you could not medal.
Yeah. Over
Yeah.
the summer, we did mock rosters for Four Nations.
Yeah.
And it's funny looking at how unreal all 4 teams are, and to think of the fact that Czech's not even involved.
No.
Like that
Russia,
Russia's
yeah,
not
yeah.
even
Yeah.
involved. Even Germany now.
Yeah.
It's like they have at least 2 stacked
Yeah.
lines, and
Yeah.
you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
nuts.
Awesome. It's gonna be crazy. But also, I feel like I want to take this opportunity to say, let the Russian guys play.
Yeah.
Maybe not like just don't do Olympic athletes of Russia.
Well, I was gonna say,
again.
what do they do in the
Yeah.
Olympics?
Like,
It's like
fuck
neutrals.
Russia
or-
if you're still
Yeah.
being assholes, but
Yeah.
like the guys
Yeah.
should be able to play. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just taking it. Like the athletes don't really have any control over that.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
it's
Like,
not there. I mean, like,
Give 'em a
like
break.
the doping and stuff. Like that was like a different story. But
Yeah.
like this is like they don't like. I mean, it is their country, but like it's not them. Like,
Yeah.
give them a chance to compete and like play it.
100%.
And like
Leave the Russian gas at home.
Yeah.
And then play.
Just like unite just the players, just to have like they know they're from the same country, but maybe if it's not under like the same flag. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I think what they did, like the Olympic athletes from Russia,
is
perfect. That
That's-
works.
yeah.
Like, that works
Yeah.
for me for sure.
All right, listen up, everybody. You know about our partnership with BetMGM, and I hope you are taking advantage of this because hockey season isn't kind of back. It isn't slightly back. It is all the way back. So I hope you've had fun betting on football and betting on the baseball playoffs, but it is now time to start hammering those puck lines, creating those anytime goal scorer parlays, and really getting in the mud with this BetMGM deal, okay? So what you need to do is download the BetMGM app. Use promo code NETTERS. That's NETTERS. And then you get to place a bet between $5 and $1,500 and cook up whatever you feel like. Cook up something sick. I got crushed on an opening night, North America opening night parlay, but I hammered the over in that Vegas Avs game the other night. That was money. Okay, so cook up whatever you want and you place your bet. And if you win, awesome. You are very good at this and keep going. Keep going. If you lose, BetMGM takes the money that you bet and they put it back in your account in bonus bets. Are you kidding me? It's a no-brainer. So get on the BetMGM app, use that promo code NETTERS, and what are you waiting for? Do it right now. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY for New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 for Massachusetts. 21 plus only. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP for Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF for Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 for Puerto Rico. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. See BetMGM.com for terms. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Quick timeout because I have to talk to you guys about our new partner, CBDMD. This stuff is changing my whole weekend situation, my entire weekend situation. Because check this out, hockey season's back. We're on the road a lot, we're traveling a lot, and in these early days when you're just hotel to hotel, game, party, and you're just drinking a lot, and it's just a grind, right? It's hard to sleep. I'm changing time zones. I had no way to solve the issues I was dealing with. Along comes CBDMD, okay? Because they're helping me focus. They're helping me relax. They're helping me get restorative sleep. And here's my favorite part. Because when I've had a few nights of some beers, some pops, some arena pops, they have the Delta 9 THC mixer. When I need a little boost, trying to feel a little fun, but not have a bunch of booze that night, I pop the Delta 9 mixer in my drink, and it's just all problems solved. I'm out there, I'm mingling, I'm social, and then in the morning, I wake up feeling like $1,000,000. So this thing is a necessary ad for me and Dan on the road this year, hockey season. And I highly recommend you give it a spin because especially right now, if you're listening to this right now, you go to cbdmd.com. And if you use promo code Friday, that's FRIDAY, you get 30% off and, let me hear it, free shipping. Okay, so take advantage of this offer right now. They've got a bunch of really cool products across everything, CBD, THC, whatever you feel like. And it's all great. It's US grown hemp. It's third-party tested. It's amazing stuff. But the Delta 9 mixer has been my magic sauce the last week already, and I can foresee that being the case all season. So use our promo code and go check it out.
Okay, so let's get to college. Love that you were a BU guy, as New England guys. Unbelievable, but kind of random for you being from Van, kind of grew up here in the Bay in a way. Then you're in the USHL. You go to Shattuck. You end up at BU. I want to hear that whole journey because you have an unreal run there. Obviously, you win the Hobie Baker, brutal OT losses in the Bean Pot, and then, the Frozen Four. Sorry to bring those up.
You'd rather just lose, fucking killer. Both
just
times.
Absolutely killer games. But what about BU was it that made you be like, I want to go to not only just NCAA, but Hockey East to a school like BU? What was that whole journey like?
And before, as you answer, is it true that you kind of only got on the radar because you were there for the NBA final game? Like you went for that Warriors game, and that's how you got. Is that how that all started?
Honestly, that is a big reason.
It's so crazy.
No. Okay,
reason.
so
I was so
that was
upset
the
when the
reason why
Celtics lost.
I considered it. So when I got a call January 1st, I only had 6 or 7 schools call me, and it was
That's baffling.
Minnesota, Michigan, BUBC, Minnesota Duluth.
Yeah.
North Dakota.
Maybe like
So,
Denver.
No, Denver never called
We're
me.
fucking idiots.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they beat
Yeah.
us, so they can do that.
Dude.
Yeah.
They're like,
sucks.
we made the right call. This kid stinks.
They made the right call. I mean, they won the national championship.
damn it.
So.
God damn it.
But no, so I like, and when I was like, being from the West Coast, like, one, I didn't really consider college growing up until I came down to the States. Then I started thinking about, I went to Shattuck. I was like, okay, I want to go to college.
Yeah.
So then I was looking at Big Ten because, like, that's all, like, I really knew. Like, I didn't know any of the Boston schools. So I was just like, okay, Michigan, Minnesota, all these schools are gross. Like, and I went to a couple Minnesota games while I was at Shattuck. So, like, that was, like, I was, like, being able to see those games, I was like, this is sick. This is where I want to go.
Awesome environment. Yeah.
So then, like, I was, like, really never thought of Boston. Like, I was, like, my dad asked me, he's like, do you want to consider, like, any Boston schools? I'm like, no. I'm like, guys, there's just no interest.
Trash city.
There's just no interest. I'm like, never been there. Don't really know anything about the schools. Like, haven't heard of them really before. So, like, why would I want to go there? Like, but then the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
So my dad came out earlier in the series and met with Jay Pandolfo and Kim Branville and Joe Pereira. And he met them. He's like, these guys are awesome. Like, they're amazing. Like, just great people. Like, the setup's amazing. Like, when you guys come up for Game 6, why don't you just take a tour and stuff? I was like, sounds good. Like,
why
I mean,
not?
obviously I knew Jay, like, his playing career, and I learned about Kimmer and Jay with the Bruins. And I was like, okay, like, sounds legit. Like, like what they have going on there, and to have those guys as coaches would be pretty special. So went out there for the NBA Finals, and I mean, the morning before the game, I went to the facility with my brothers and my sister and my mom, and kind of looked through the facility. I mean, in the summertime, it was dead. Like, no one was there, but at the same time, like, it was kind of cool too, just to see, like, the whole layout and everything. And we walked down Comm Ave, and I mean, I was just talking to Jay and Kimmer the whole time, and I mean, once I left, I was like, I love this place. Like, this is where I want to go.
Was it a done deal for you? Like, when you left, were you like, I'm going there for sure? Or did you still have a little
bit
of a thought?
I was still thinking about it, because, like, I still, like the Big Ten schools.
Yeah.
But BU was the only school I visited.
Oh, no way.
Like, it was the only school
we hear
I
that
actually
story.
visited.
Wow. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, it was the only school, and it was only because I went there for the NBA.
For the finals.
Insane.
Or else I wouldn't have visited.
Yeah.
There.
And you think it would have been Gophers? Like, if that visit never happens?
Well, so Minnesota called me on Jan 1st, but they never called me again. So, like, never really followed up. So I was just like, whatever. Like, Michigan followed up. North Dakota followed up. Like in Wisconsin. Wisconsin too. I talked to Tony Granado when he was the coach there.
Yeah, sick.
But once he wasn't the coach, I didn't really have a connection to the school anymore. So, but I mean, I loved Michigan. Like,
was it those two? Was it Michigan and BU?
It's probably Michigan and BU.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a done deal.
Yeah, unbelievable. Did you, there's so many cool things. Like, you had a great year, obviously. Got to play with your brother.
Sick.
Unbelievable. Did you like Boston, too? Was it, I feel like people don't really understand how much it's like, man, when you're playing Division I hockey, you're borderline a professional. Like, much of your time is allocated to the grind and playing, practicing, preparing. Did you get to enjoy the city at all? Were you like, at the end of your year, were you like, I feel like I know Boston more and I like Boston more?
I love Boston. I love it.
Let's go.
Yeah. I love Boston. I was actually, like, talking to my mom. I think it was during the summer. I was like, I could see myself moving to Boston at some point.
Hell
just like having a house there, just living there. Like, I loved it. I mean, that's where because a bunch of the BU boys that are from Boston area. So a bunch of the guys that I'm really tight with grow up there and are living there. So that's another reason too. Like, I love,
totally.
Like, I have guys there, like a bunch of my, like, closest buddies, and I mean, I love the city.
Hell yeah.
Was college What'd you think of college? Like, because you were talking about Shattuck when you're like, fuck, I go to these classes and shit. Like, what about college? BU college surprised you?
I mean, I didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
Because, like, everyone was like, college is the best 4 years of your life. And I'm like...
You're like, one, pal.
I'm like, how? Like, how is college the best 4 years of your life? And my experience is different. And, like, athletes are a little bit different than, like, normal college students because you're practicing and stuff. But I feel like it was better just because, like you just, like, you bond with, like, your teammates and, like, you go through everything together. Like, you have the bus rides, the games, wins, losses, Saturday nights after a big win. Like,
so good,
yeah,
dude.
like, just, like, having fun with the guys. And, like, really, like, I mean, no matter what, you're, like, your group is, like, tight after the year, like, just after everything you've gone through. And for some reason, college just, like, amplifies that and just makes that, like,
dude,
bond
it's
stronger.
living together. Living together is so monumental. When you're just, like, living together, eating together, watching movies together, it's the most bonding experience in the fucking world. It's
crazy.
amazing.
Were there any funny like Smitty told us, like, he was taking, like, fucking theater design with the boys. Like, were there any funny classes you took?
Well, BU wasn't BC. BC's light. I've heard so many, like, joke classes that are at BC.
Taking
like,
basket weaving.
Yeah. Like, where are these for us?
Like, I'm in physics. I was in AP physics.
Like, I'm in like, I mean, like, I took a bunch of advertising classes, like, a bunch of management classes.
Okay.
So, like, legit classes. I mean, not to say that they weren't easy or that they, like, but I mean, like, a lot of schools at BU, or a lot of the classes at BU are mandatory attendance. Like, you gotta go.
Yeah.
And if you don't, it affects your grade. And, like,
yeah, it's tough.
I just, like, I couldn't, like, I wanted to keep my grades up. I had to go.
Gotta do it.
I love that, dude. Good for you.
All right, I got a draft quote for you. So we're going into the draft, and obviously there's, like, a ton of hype around you. You know, everything you've worked for your whole life is, like, about to come true. You know where you're headed a little bit. And I heard you say you had 8 meetings, I think, or something like that. So you met with a bunch of teams. But then Greersy had this one quote, like, a week before the draft where they were talking about the Sharks' plan. He was like, well, first we'll meet with Macklin and his family, if it's Macklin. Did I say Macklin? You know, like, he kind of gave it away. So what I want to know is, how early did you actually know? Like, when were you, like, because surely the night before you knew you were going first. Or maybe not, but, like, when did he tell you for sure that you were going 1?
Well, I never got told for sure.
Really? You never did?
No, but, I mean, he wasn't hiding it in the media.
Right, fair.
So, like, I mean, like, without getting told directly, like, I mean, he would never have been like, hey, we're taking you number 1.
Yeah.
But, like,
you hear shit like that.
Yeah, they also weren't hiding it, like, just, like, saying that, like, like how, like, my buddies, like, because I was at the draft lottery in New York, and I after I got picked, we can go into that story, but I was so jet lagged and so tired. And there was a one interview after, like, the lottery ended. I, like, walked around and I sat down straight into an interview, and it was just like, how do you feel about, like, San Jose getting the first pick and blah blah blah. And I was just like I if you look it up, it was a terror. Like, I was, like, sitting there, I was like, but
they're like, this kid's starstruck.
Yeah, he's like, this guy is
he's an idiot.
Special. Like, what's this guy doing?
He's dumb as a bag of rocks, dude. He can't answer a question.
This guy's so dumb. Like, but no, but so, and then I got a text from one of my buddies because Greer went on after. Yeah. And one of my BU buddies, he's like, Greer pretty much just picked you. Yeah. And I was
this
like,
is after the
lottery.
Yeah.
So I was just like, what do you mean? Because I still haven't watched it. So I don't know what he said, but he's like, yeah, like, Greer pretty much picked you. So I was like, okay.
I guess I'm a shark.
So, like, I never got told, but, like, I mean.
But you felt, you were like, this is happening. Because we've had, who was it? Was it Bobby Ryan? Someone told us, the GM called and was like, the night before, and was like, hey, I want you to have fun tonight. We're taking you too. So, like, congratulations.
Bobby,
He was like, cool, thanks. You know. So I didn't know if he called you ahead of time being like, you're locked in 100%.
No,
but
I never got that call.
Yeah. No. But you felt pretty good about it.
But yeah.
Okay, and then what did you do after you got drafted? What did you do
after I got drafted?
What was that story?
We have
went straight to Hakkasan.
Yeah.
Put $50K on red.
No, we went to like, my family rented out this, like the only thing that was open was this, like, Japanese, like like bar, like restaurant-ish. And like there's this like room that we rented out. It was actually awesome. Like all the people that are there for me came. Like,
do you remember what it was?
What it was?
Yeah, or where it was?
It was in the Venetian.
I was like, wonder if it's
dude.
Little Friend.
Oh, that
or not Little Friend.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Best Friend.
Yeah.
But
no.
All right, we gotta find.
It has a Japanese name.
Yeah. Okay.
They just like brought out food and
awesome.
like for all the guys, like it was like an open bar and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
not for you.
Yeah. Not for me.
No.
Not for me.
Never.
But for the like a bunch of
for
my,
the adults.
Like, yeah, like a bunch of my BU boys came and
nice.
They were there, and I mean they're obviously a little bit older. So
is there a feeling of relief at all? Like it's so awesome. Obviously, it's such a great memory, but it's also a lot. Like that's got to be exhausting in a way. So after you get drafted, when you're at that meal, is there a bit of you that's like, nice, like that's over. Like I know where 100% I know where I'm going. Can look forward now and kind of like you get a little bit of weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, I feel like that was more the next day.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
The night after, the night of, like, cause like I don't know if you guys know this, but when you get drafted, like you go right into
Macklin.
the.
Thanks, fucking Jesus Christ. I
I
don't know what it's like to get drafted.
No.
No,
like the process. I don't know if anyone's told you. Like the 3 hours of media you do after.
Yeah.
So like that process, it never really sinks in. Like obviously you get up, hug your family, go up to the stage, put the jersey on. Like that's amazing. Like I still remember it clearly.
Yeah.
But then like after, like you never really get to sink in, because you go from like a broadcast interview to a headset interview to like TSN, ESPN, all these like
then all your
French
photos,
media,
right.
photos,
God, dude.
like it's just like you don't, and then like it's like all the draft photos and all like signing and like draft, like you have to put on jerseys and stuff, like so it's literally 3 hours of stuff that you need to do. So like you're not really thinking, oh my god, I just got drafted. You're like, where are we going now? Like what do we have to do now?
So real.
Like, so it's like it didn't really sink into me until like the next day.
Yeah.
Insane.
Like you did media tour this year, right?
Yeah.
Same deal, right? Like we talked about that. It's like 8 hours of just constant nonsense. After the draft, you have said a couple times that you felt like it was actually kind of a hard decision to not come back to BU.
Cole's getting there, you're Shattuck boy, blah blah blah.
Is that bullshit?
No, it's not bullshit.
Come on, dude. You were leaving.
No.
Really?
I mean, like,
I mean,
obviously, I left. But
but it was a real question.
But it was like, I mean, it was a serious like thought for me. Like I actually like that wasn't a decision that I like was just gonna make. Like, no questions asked.
Yeah.
Like, I like obviously I heard from like I talked to my career, and I mean I talked to my family, my parents, and I talked to Jay Pandolfo a bunch. But I mean I remember like it was a Thursday and Friday of the dev camp that I was here. I came back to my hotel room, and I like actually like sat down and thought about it. Like I was thinking about like I pretty much made a pros cons list.
Yeah, I was about to ask if you did that. Yeah.
I was like what are the benefits to me staying? What are the benefits to me leaving? Like what are the benefits to going to San Jose? What are like the negatives? So I was just like I thought about it hard. And at the end of the day, like I would have loved to go back just for all my boys and all the guys that like I built such a good like, brotherhood with. Like
you sounds like you had a great time. I would totally understand being like, let's go. And also the unfinished business angle is like, let's go back, maybe try to win a ship.
That's what I was about to ask you next.
I get it.
100%.
I totally get
100%. So, and like, exactly. We didn't win anything. So I was just like, that would be really cool. Just to like come back and do that. But at the end of the day, I felt like moving on was the best thing for my career.
It's tricky because we met with Cutter. I think he had just announced he was gonna come back for sophomore year. Yeah. And I was like, why? And he was like, because we didn't win. Like we didn't win that. We didn't win the Beanpot. Like I would have liked to have won something. And but that's a dangerous game. I guess they won Hockey East, but that's a dangerous game too, because like you come 100%. Back and you're like, wait, we lost both again. And I'm like, fuck, dude.
But they went from being not even close,
brutal, to
being the best team in the country.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah. Like, you know what, I am coming.
Like
back.
we were one of the best teams in the country.
Yeah.
So like we had a chance. Like, so that almost makes it sting more. Where like we were like so close. Like,
dude,
we should have won a couple of those things.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, fucking that year, like we were pulling for you and BC so hard. I mean,
Just give me one of them.
I'm
Yeah.
a Michigan guy, so obviously I
Yeah.
had stake in the game for Michigan, but they didn't have it last year.
oh, you loved every team, eh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a
Except for
Michigan fan,
Denver.
but I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, he got fucked, dude.
for
He
you.
was rooting for everybody but Denver, and Denver won.
I'm a fucking curse.
BC, Michigan, NBU.
But I'm telling you, Denver is starting to feel like the fucking Chiefs. In that, I'm like, I just you can't bet against them.
It's
Like
crazy.
everyone was talking about you guys in BC, and then here comes fucking Denver yet again.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
was insane.
Well, honestly, their goalie was incredible.
Lights out.
Incredible.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's all it takes.
Yes,
Like,
bro.
I mean, our goalie played amazing
Yep.
in that game as well. Like, he made some ridiculous saves, but I mean, at the end of the day, their goalie let in 3 goals in the last 4 games.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, what are you gonna do about
You
that?
can't beat
literally
that.
can't beat
Can't
that.
beat that.
And
And-
it's unbelievable.
And I'm not gonna say anything, but we also didn't have a power play.
Just gonna leave that. I'm just gonna leave that here.
Just,
We can say
No
that.
power
But
play.
Power play wasn't the best.
which was
Yeah.
it's
not getting
tough.
power
It's-
plays. It's tough.
especially at that level, like at that stage, it's hard to score.
Yeah.
And it's harder to score without being on a man advantage, especially when like there were some calls. Like if they just played a clean game and like
Fine.
there's no like even close calls, fine. But like they had like 5 power plays, we had 0,
Yeah.
and like there were some
It's not okay.
definite
Yeah.
calls that could have been
buddy.
made. But
Like I remember watching the game and
Yeah.
I was like, yikes.
Dude,
what
we-
is
I mean,
going
like
on here?
at the end of the game when their guy got buried from behind, like that's a penalty. Like
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta give that to them. Like that's fine. Going into overtime, like I
Yeah.
understand
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
but like
Dude, well, not to get on too bad of a tangent, but we had an argument a while ago on a pod where a ref got fired in the NHL for like saying on a hot mic that he was like, that one was kind of soft, but I wanted to even it out, or he's like, I owed them a call or whatever in the NHL, and everyone lost their shit. But I was kind of like, you do have to even it out.
Yeah.
Like
That's how it
I'm not
goes,
saying
dude.
call phantom shit, but I'm
Yeah.
like, it's not fucking fair if some
No.
team gets 5 power plays and another
no.
team gets none.
I mean, if you see the same play,
yeah,
and like maybe you called it on the play before, and you see the same play, even though you know it was soft, you gotta call it.
Gotta
again.
do it,
You
dude.
can't.
100%,
You
dude.
can't just like keep your arm down and just be like, because then that creates problems too.
Absolutely.
But if like, and that like I bet like that's he was probably like, yeah, like that was soft, but
Yeah.
like I had to call.
Gotta do it.
Dude,
Like,
we talk about it all the time with a bunch of our boys who are refs, including NHL refs. The second you put the arm up, you set a precedent. And you're like, I have to stick to this now.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
you're so right. If there's I called a bit of a weak hook, but that's the precedent now. So
Yeah.
next time there's a weak hook like that on the other team, I have to call it.
Yeah.
So you got to stick to
I've
it.
got to say, out of all the reffing in the major sports leagues, NHL has one of the best, like the best.
dude,
The
it's
best
not
ref.
even fucking close. By the
100%.
way,
It is incredible.
We lose our shit on the pod when every year during playoffs, immediately in the DMs, in the comments, people start losing their minds about the refs because that's just what you do
Yeah.
when your team's losing
Oh,
big
yeah.
games. But we always say, we're like, dude,
Yeah.
if you want to complain about refs, look at any of the other pro sports
Look
leagues.
at the NBA.
it's a
the
joke,
other sports
like-
are getting ruined by the officials.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
MLB's a clown show. NBA's a clown show.
It's getting like, and you're like, I mean, even like us, like we don't play the sport, we just watch
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
outside, and you see how frustrated the players are getting, the coaches.
Oh, yeah.
like, and like, I mean, the NHL. When have you heard someone complain about the refs?
It's
Like,
so rare.
Everyone knows like
Doing a good job.
they can make a mistake. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
refs
right.
can make a mistake.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, they miscall or they call one that like it looked like it, but it wasn't it. Like in slow replay.
Yeah.
But like they're like the best.
They're
refs.
so
Oh,
good.
yeah.
They're
I mean,
so
man,
good.
we've got compilation videos online of NFL refs throwing games for the Chiefs. It
Yeah.
feels like
Yeah.
You're not finding that. in
Yeah,
the NHL.
yeah,
Like, there's not a
exactly.
team
Yeah.
that they're like, well, the refs are fixing
They got
games for the
2010
Rangers. Like,
vision on offside. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
fast.
yeah,
I'm like, how
yeah.
did you see that,
Yeah.
bro? It's
And they call it like even like there's a play in front of our bench last night.
Yeah.
Last night.
I know exactly the play you're talking
and
about.
guys on our bench were like that was offside, and the ref he looks at us and he goes, no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
And you could like tell he was like he
knows.
knew it. He
Yeah.
knew it
He's
wasn't.
like,
Like,
he knows,
and I was like, all right, it wasn't offside.
Yeah,
Like,
my
I
bad, my
trust
bad,
you.
my
Yeah.
bad.
Confidence in that
Yeah.
answer.
My bad. Well, speaking of the Sharks, dude, it was buzzing in the rink last night. I don't know if you guys can
Yes.
really hear it down there, but the feel is like they're ready to get back to that golden era of Pavelski, Marlowe, Joe, and it's you guys, right? Like you're here now, and everyone's so pumped. And how crazy is it for you to feel that way? And I've heard you have asked this a bunch of times, but you hadn't actually done it yet. Be living with Joe. So like, what is that like? I gotta hear the day-to-day situation there.
That's amazing. I've only been there for a little bit over a week, but I mean, it's been incredible. His family is awesome.
Yeah.
Like just spending time with his little boy River.
Yeah,
and,
How old is
Are
he
you
now?
in like the main house, guest house?
So
What's
like,
the deal?
it's like they're renting a house because they're building a house. So it's like a main house and then like a garage and like my like little like I just have like a bed, a kitchen, and a bathroom. Like it's everything you need. Like perfect setup. Like couldn't have asked for more.
Yep.
And I mean, Tabea, his wife, is an amazing cook, and I mean they're just awesome people.
Yeah,
so
such a good setup.
It's such a great setup.
Yeah.
How much are you just like in your own area the whole day, or like how often are you out in the mix with the fam? How much are you interacting?
I mean, I love getting I love just hanging out with the guys.
Sick.
I mean, Jumbo loves playing Fortnite, so he he gets on the sticks. Yeah, he gets on the sticks. I mean, like
No way.
all the stories you hear about him, like how amazing he
just
is.
loves
Like
the boys, dude.
you just gotta know he's playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
He's playing Fortnite with River on the couch and stuff. Like it's amazing. So,
Is he still just as for the boys as ever? Like is he just a
100%,
complete beauty at home?
100%.
I feel like he wants to suit up with you. Like you're like, all right, I got to go to the game, and he's like, if they need a spot, fourth line.
If you got a call, I think you'd jump in.
Oh, no question about it, right?
God, that's so sick, dude.
That's amazing. But yeah, so it feels like a good family vibe.
Oh,
in there.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you guys talk hockey a lot? Like, you know, obviously he's got such a hockey mind. Like, you talking that, or is it more chill?
I do ask. I feel bad, but I ask him questions about him, like his career and stuff, just because,
dude.
like,
Don't feel
You'd
bad.
be
about
stupid
that.
not
Like,
to, dude.
Yeah, he's also not agreeing to this if he doesn't want to be like a mentor and there for you and answer those questions. Like he loves it.
But even just to know about like the old time, like because I mean he played against like he told me a story about when he fought Lindros.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I was
dude.
like, how is that? And he's like, he's a strong man. Like, and if you watch the fight, like Lindros connects one with him.
Oh yeah.
It looks like it hurts.
Yeah,
like,
it's horrible.
So like, just that kind of stuff, like just stories about like his playing days and like it's just, I mean, it's entertainment.
It's epic, dude.
Have you heard the hurdle story with him?
No, what's that?
It was Hurdle who did
Yeah,
that, right?
I think so. Yeah.
There's a game years and years ago when Joe was still on the team, and Hurdle came out. I think it was his rookie year, and he scored like 5 goals in a game.
Might
have been 4. It was 4 or 5.
4 goals. Yeah.
And
But
between
on
the
his
legs.
fourth goal, he tucked the between the legs goal, and they're in the locker room. The audio of this has never come out. I don't think.
I think keep going.
I think it's written. It's
okay.
written.
Yeah.
But someone's interviewing Hurdle, and they're like, "Do you think it was at all disrespectful to score your 4th goal like that?" And this, like, Tomash is a rookie.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, Jesus Christ. And Joe hears it and leans in, and he was like, "Hey, have you ever played?" And the reporter kind of looks at him and was like, "Excuse me?" And he's like, "Did you ever play?" And the guy's like, "No, I did not." And he was like, if I scored 4 goals in an NHL game, I would pull my cock out and I would stroke it. And the guy like looks back and he doubles down and he goes, "And stroke it."
Yeah, hits him again, dude.
Fucking incredible, dude.
I can picture him.
You
saying
can hear
that,
him
too.
saying
I
it.
can hear him saying.
And
that.
like it's just perfect example of him sticking up for the boys,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh,
While also being the
100%,
funniest guy in the world.
100%.
Fucking unbelievable. But dude, so first game,
I'm so excited to get to talk to you right after this happened, dude. Yeah.
I cannot tell you, dude, how like excited we were. We told you last night, like down in the tunnel after the game.
Yeah.
Like watching you and Will rip that hot lap, we were like smiling ear to ear. Like I legitimately felt like a family member
It was
watching
insane,
you. I was
dude.
like, this is unbelievable. And then we love talking to you guys about like talk us through the decision of you guys going out together, ripping a couple 1-Ts. Like that was just beautiful. You two going out there. What was the feeling like, and what was the decision process to go out there together and just buzz around?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, it was actually funny. I think Smitty said this to someone, but we went into our stalls and our helmets weren't there. So we were like, okay.
Oh, wow.
So I was just like, all right.
Dope.
And I was just like, I asked John, our equipment guy, I was like, it's like, our helmets on the bench? He's like, yeah, no worries. Like, they're on the bench. So
No
I was
bucket.
like, all right,
Get out there.
no bucket.
Yeah.
Perfect. So then me and Smitty were like talking about like we need to figure out what we're gonna do here because like we can't mess this up.
Yeah.
You guys run
And
into each other.
I was like, we were like talking before the game, like we're mic'd up, so there has to be audio of it. But we were like, this is the first time I've been nervous for a warm up.
Yeah.
Like what
So
what
true.
if we mess this up? Like we only get one first
Yep.
game warm up.
Yeah.
So like buckets off too. Like we'll probably never do buckets off
Yep.
again. So no, we kind of planned it out, and then we only planned out the first 2 laps though.
Yeah.
So the second 2 laps were all just us
You're
like
freewheeling,
when
dude,
we
yeah.
each shot our own puck, and then the last one.
Yeah.
Like that was just like freelancing. Like,
Yeah,
we didn't think we'd get that far. We
Dude,
thought
you
the
could
guys would
tell.
come
It was a
out.
while. They let you
Yeah,
guys stay
You
out.
could
till
tell
a while.
you ripped a few one-tees, and then you both were kind of like,
Yeah.
all right, let's just start
What are we
fucking
doing?
snapping pucks around.
Yeah. But no, it was amazing.
Yeah, I
And-
mean, dude, it was like the truly SAP was buzzing and like all the lights going,
fucking
people,
nuts.
you could feel the energy. It was a good.
What
good
was
vibe.
what was the whole day like, dude? Like, were you when you woke up yesterday? Were you like, okay, here we go?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
normal game day routine.
I honestly I was just excited the whole day.
Yeah.
Like I
Hell
like
yeah.
That's sick.
I mean, usually I don't nap before games. Like it depends. Like if I'm really gassed, like I'll nap.
Yeah.
But like I mean, like I was just sitting in bed. Like I had my suit on. Like somebody was picking me up, and I had my suit on. Like
At noon.
20
Yeah,
minutes
yeah.
20 minutes before he's even there, and
Yeah,
I was just
hell
like,
yeah.
all right, let's go. Like let's
Yeah.
get going. Like
Yeah.
I need to get out of here. Like I need to start playing.
Yeah.
Max in his suit in bed.
Yeah.
You know, just like
Yeah.
close the covers
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
I mean, obviously, I didn't come close to this
Yeah.
level, but I was always at the barn like 3 hours early because
yeah.
I just couldn't
Yeah.
sit there waiting around. So I get it.
And my least favorite thing is just like waiting for the game. Like I hate
Yes,
waiting
dude.
for the game.
Same. It's the worst.
Like it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like
And then you told us this last night, but tell the people listening the goal, dude. Like you
Yeah.
didn't even like just tell everyone
Yeah.
what was going through your head for that whole play.
yeah. So I mean, I caught it on the blue line, and I was honestly thinking to myself, I was like I'm just gonna like do a spin around.
You're like, I've seen
pass. Like,
Kaner do this enough. Like I can get this.
I've done it. I kind of worked on it a little bit during the summer. Like we had this 3-on-3 thing, and like you just try a bunch of that stuff.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So I tried it a little bit, and I mean, I love a good spin around
Hell yeah.
pass. So like
Yeah,
I
of
was
course.
just like, why not? Like just do some. So I caught it, and I like turned up, and there was like no one there. Like our D was kind of like, he was like, there's a guy on him and stuff. So I was just like, okay. So I turned, and I just threw it because I saw Eki like
Yeah.
driving the net, and because I
You
kind
got
of
hit,
buried.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah, you did. You got bundled.
Like he kind of buried me, and I was like, so I didn't see what happened, and I looked back, and like the puck's like sliding across the goal line, but like it was coming this way, so I was like, okay, Eki scored.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that was gross.
Yeah.
So like Eki was pumped though, like he's coming at me, like he was like jumping up and down, and I was just excited because like I was
First-
like, let's go, we scored.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like the place was rocking, and he hugs me, and like I see Toph grabbing the puck, and I'm like, okay, it must just be like a first point puck, and like they all come in, and they're like all like tapping me, and I'm like what's going on? So
Yeah, you're like, Eki
there's a
scored.
picture-
Give
there's
him some
actually a-
love.
There's actually a picture of it. Because I wasn't unsure. Like I was like I look back, and they're like go, and I'm like,
Oh, to the
did I
handshake.
score?
Yeah.
Like I was just
Even that far
like
you
they're
didn't
pushing
know.
you to the bench.
there's like a mic'd up video of me us just going like fuck yeah, like
Yeah.
let's go, like let's go, yeah. But like I look back, and I'm like, did I score? And he's like, yeah.
Dude.
I'm like, oh yes, let's go.
Oh my god, bro.
That's so
Yeah.
fucking awesome,
It's
dude.
epic,
Dude. I was telling you last night, we were standing there, and I kept looking at Chris, and I was like, that was Mac. And he was
Yeah.
like, wait, what? And I was like, that's Mac's goal. It was
Yeah.
fucking,
I
like,
mean-
as you realized it, I think the arena realized
Yeah.
it too.
Right.
And
Yeah.
everyone was like, oh shit, he
Oh
just
my
scored his
God.
first
Yeah.
goal. It
Yeah.
was fucking awesome, dude.
Ridiculous.
Like, the realization hit everyone at
Yeah.
the same time.
When did you even get to settle on that thought? Like, got my first tuck? Like, when you after that shift,
Yeah.
or was it after the game, or when did that settle in?
I mean, like, I like came back to the bench, and like, cause we got taken off, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I just
You're like,
scored.
holy
I was like,
fuck.
I just scored, like,
Yeah.
and it was such like a first goal too, like,
Yeah.
off a skate,
Yep.
like,
Dude,
just
good.
like,
You know who
fluky
else?
goal.
First NHL goal was a little deflection goal.
Which?
Sidney Crosby
Was it?
Yep.
against the Bruins. Threw one in front of the net, hit skates, and went in.
No way.
Yeah. Good
Well,
company,
That's
bud.
kind
fine.
of sick. Yeah.
Good go with it.
Did it
then.
on purpose.
Yeah.
Did it on purpose.
Well, I saw McDavid's the other day when he like kind of like tipped it behind.
Oh, that's
him.
yeah,
right.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is it, dude.
You're in
All
good
the
company,
greats.
bro.
Yeah. All the greats. Kind of just a little good puck luck.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But then obviously the apple to top was beautiful.
Sick.
That one, yeah, like
Just a great play, top to bottom.
that was. I mean, I'm because I was kind of like I knew I wanted to go with the strong side, and I kind of lost it. Like if you see it, like it bounced off the boards and I tapped it, and it like jumped off my stick, and I just like I was like shit. So I just grabbed it and just like threw it, and he was there. I was like, and then he scored because I was like right there, and it kind of like went into like his like pads.
Yeah.
And I was like, we were just so hyped, like,
Dude, you guys were jumping on that one. I was like, this
yeah.
is fucking unbelievable. That must help too to just settle you down, though. You know, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
the first fucking
Yeah.
game, and you're like, dude, I'm firing right now.
Well, like the first like period, like it felt like, I mean, playing against Robert Thomas and like that line, like it felt like I was like always behind. Like I felt like they were just like flying, and they started off juice too.
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
the first few
they had
were
19
fun.
shots in the first period. It was a lot.
Yeah, they were buzzing, and like I kept feeling like I was like I can't, like I don't know where I'm going, like I don't know what it's doing. But then like as the game went on, like, it just got more comfortable.
Snap that first drawback though.
Yeah, off the ref's leg.
Yeah. Felt good.
Fine.
Oh, that was awesome.
And obviously, losing the lead sucks, but got a point from the game. And how do you feel now? Like, welcome to the show, dude. Game 1 under the belt. Team's looking good, feeling good. Are you guys just like juiced? Does it feel good to kind of have that one in the point column and then moving forward here?
I mean, yeah, it was good. I mean, it sucks. We blew a 3-goal lead.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good we got a point. That's a positive. But I mean, we can't keep doing that. So we gotta learn from it.
I mean, dude, shows you how fucking hard it is to get a win in this league, right?
It's
like
crazy.
nothing. It's
I
not
mean,
safe.
you saw the Canucks. They do the exact same thing the other night.
Yeah.
Like, they blew a 4-1 lead as well. So it's just
takes 60 minutes every fucking time. Yep.
Yeah, you just gotta bear down for the whole thing. So
Fuck yeah.
Yep. Amazing.
Okay, you know we got to talk about Funkaway. You guys know how obsessed I've become with this product, and I just need you to get on board because it's that good. All right, and the versatility, that's what's really gotten me. To be completely honest, it's the versatility. I knew that hockey gear smells horrible. And I knew that I got my gear and Dan's gear. And, the garage is a disaster. The back of my car is a disaster. I'm airing it out on the deck in the morning. And my friends come over and they're like, what is this, dude? This is the worst smelling stuff I've ever seen in my life. I knew Funkaway was going to save me for that because they get the sports spray and it's perfect. It's perfect if you're an athlete. But what I'm telling you is it's beyond that. It's so much more than that because I posted this on story the other day. There's pet spray. We are the king of the dog sitters here. We get a nice yard. All our friends have dogs. They bring them over every time they're out of town. We're dog sitting constantly. My bed, the couches, the blankets, pet fur, pet odor everywhere. They got Funkaway pet spray. They got odor beads. And like everything that Funkaway offers is being utilized in my house somewhere. The versatility. I'll say it again. Okay, it's really changed the game because it doesn't just mask it. It just makes it go away. It completely vanishes the scent. It's as if my gear is brand new. That's what it smells like out there. You know that new car smell? I'm getting the new gear smell with my hockey stuff that I've been playing since high school. It's insane. This product is revolutionizing my nose. Dan's got a crazy bloodhound nose, so he's one really benefiting here. But all the boys are loving it. You guys have to check it out. It's that good. Okay, so go to funkaway.com to check out all the stuff. Just find out which ones work for you because, again, they have something for everything. Or you can go on Amazon and find their products there. So whatever suits you, go check it out, but you do not want to miss out on this chance. We need to take a break and talk about the Bauer Twitch. I know you all saw the video on our IG when the Twitch got delivered here. Just a game-changing moment in the Powers household. Okay, this stick, first of all, it comes in such a sick box, but this stick is the first stick built with Twitch taper technology. Okay, what this does is it's faster load and recoil. When you go into shoot, when you load that shot, when you use that flex, the Twitch stick is moving faster than any Bauer tech ever into that load and recoil, which just supercharges your shot in every possible way. It's there's enhanced protection in the shaft. Okay, there's a stiff blade. The core of the blade, right? It's really stiff in the blade, which also supercharges your shot. and it's 345 grams. It's like holding air in the palm of my hand and then a thunderbolt in the palm of my hand when I go to shoot. It's that sick. It looks cool. It feels cool. It just came out. It just launched. It just launched last Friday. Like these things are some of my favorite sticks I've used in years. Okay, and I was kind of out of the stick game, to be honest with you. Right, I'm in the beer league part of my career. I don't need to be going big on all these nice new sticks. I see about them. I hear about them. Everybody's doing whatever they feel they need. But I got my hands on this Twitch, and I'm out in the backyard sniping, just absolutely sniping, feeling like I'm in my glory days again. For that alone, it was worth it. But seriously, the game has changed. Also, we talked to a lot of pro guys, and everyone's moving to the lower flex and everything like that. And it's because you don't have time. You don't have time for the big windups anymore. Time and space close on the ice. There's no huge wrist shots. It's got to be on your stick and then bang, out of your hands. And that's exactly what this stick is built for. That quick load, that quick recoil to help you in a tight space absolutely fire missiles into the top shelf. So if that's interesting to you, if that sounds kind of cool, then I highly recommend you check out the Twitch stick right now.
All right, dude. We're going to get you now into our final thing.
Okay.
So we do it with everybody. It's called Pass, Shoot, Score.
Okay.
Basically, marry, fuck, kill. We're going to give you a few things that you love.
Okay.
You got to rate and pass, shoot, score. Pass is okay, but,
yeah,
shooting's a little bit better when we get pucks on net. Scoring's the ultimate goal. So
Okay.
score is going to be your number one.
sounds good.
Okay, your first category is chess pieces.
Chess pieces.
Okay.
Okay.
Pass, shoot, score, knight, rook, bishop.
Because we know you're a chess guy.
Okay, you just got. I forget. So like rook is the
The one in the corner that goes
up and down.
Yep,
The castle.
Bishop is
diagonal.
and
the knight's
and
the horse.
Knight's the horse.
The
Yeah.
horse. Okay. I'm gonna go. Wait. Pass, shoot.
Pass, least favorite.
Yeah.
Shoot, second favorite. Score, favorite.
Okay. I'm gonna pass the knight. I don't love that thing.
He's too complicated.
It's
I
too
mean,
complicated.
It's just like you gotta count it every time.
Yeah.
And you can do the
Yeah.
1 and 2 over. You
Yeah.
can do 2 and 1
Yeah,
over.
yeah,
It's
it's
just a
just
whole
so
fucking
awesome.
nightmare.
It's just,
yeah.
yeah. I honestly, I love the
The rook straight.
the rook.
Yeah.
Me too.
I love that thing, so I'm gonna say score and
Yeah.
then shoot.
Shoot the bishop.
Shoot the bishop.
So do you play with your brothers, right? Like
Yeah,
you guys play a lot of chess. Yeah.
Yeah. Me and my little brother loves asking me to play chess. I
Yeah.
just wax him though.
Dude, he said, I saw a quote. He said the day he beat Aiden in chess was one of the best days of his life.
Oh yeah, he waxes Aiden and I
Really?
wax him.
And do
And,
you just
and
dummy Aiden?
And Aiden's the smartest out of all three of us,
interesting.
which
so
is
it's like
crazy.
it's like a weird triangle.
Yeah,
like you
like-
all beat each other. Yeah.
Like Aiden's a genius,
Yeah.
and like he, I mean,
he overthinks it, dude.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
just
happens.
overthinks it.
Yeah.
And like I just set him into traps, and I just
You're just
bury
out
him.
here doing full ice
Yeah.
rushes with the
Yeah.
rook, dude.
Yeah.
all
Like,
the way
I'll
down.
be like, I'll give up my rook.
Yeah.
But I'll take your queen. Like
Yeah.
I don't
Dead,
care.
I'm
Yeah.
fucking throwing my queen
Incredible.
down the other end.
Yeah,
Who gives a
you want
shit?
my queen? I'll take your queen.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's trade them off.
Max is doing kamikaze
Yeah.
chess
Yeah.
out here.
Yeah.
Aiden can't handle it. 9 goes into
Yeah.
pretzel.
Dude, Aiden can't
He's
sleep.
like, I
He's up
can't lose this, and I bury him.
studying
Yeah.
chess
Oh, it's
openings all
fucking
night,
beautiful.
dude. God damn.
Okay, your next one is summer activities.
Yeah.
Pass, shoot, score, wakeboarding, fishing, golf.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
I think I know what he's gonna do, but
Okay.
I'm unsure of the last two.
Yeah. Like what I'm gonna score?
Yeah.
Probably now, I'd score golf.
Okay.
Score golf.
I'm
thought
surprised.
So.
I
feel
thought
like
it
you're
was-
getting more dialed into
and
it.
then like shot an 88 at our team golf event. So
fucking
Here we
Go,
go,
dude.
buddy.
So like and they weren't my clubs too. I got my clubs now.
Yeah.
What'd you go with?
Like
What
the
kind?
rental-
What brand?
Oh, for mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the QI irons, QI
Sick.
driver.
Yep.
I got the Stealth 2 hybrids and Rescue.
Nice.
And I got Spider Putter. So
Nice.
Yo,
positive.
dude,
Really
you're
nice.
locked in.
Positive.
Wakeboarding.
Score golf.
Mm-hmm.
I would have got, finish. What are you gonna shoot and pass?
I'm gonna shoot wakeboarding.
Okay, I was wrong.
Wow. I thought you were gonna score fishing. So you're passing fishing.
Wow.
Pass fish.
Fuck, dude.
I'm not a big fisherman anymore. I loved fishing when I
And
was
it's just
younger.
dead.
Yeah.
It's
I
dead
would
to you.
like
What
honestly
happened?
like if you looked at like we had like a home computer and if you looked on it like it would just be like fishing videos, and then like have you guys seen the Sidney Crosby highlight tape of there's like a song, there's one like specific one. It's like Golden Road or something.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've watched that thing so many times. So those two things, like, but fishing, I loved fishing growing up.
Dude,
And
you got to get back
what
into
happened?
it.
Yeah,
Why do you
There's
not
places
like
to go out
I
here.
know. It's just, I mean,
it's peaceful, bro.
yeah, it just pisses me off when I don't catch anything.
Yeah.
I actually
Like
agree
the other
with that.
two you can control, like you have fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
there's a guaranteed 18 holes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's a guaranteed like you can wakeboard and just
That's
have
true.
fun.
Dude, we fish a lot back in Maine,
Yeah.
and I was home the other week and hadn't fished like at all, and I was just
Yeah.
bummed that I didn't get out. So I was on a walk with my mom, and I was like, I'm just gonna bring my rod and literally throw one cast just to say that I fished this
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
Like I just want to
yeah.
mentally cross that off. And it's like this woman, our neighbor's yard. So I just kind of like, I'm like, hey, and I just walk down the yard, literally throw one cast, and it's like fish snaps up. I pull it in, like throw it back, and I walk back up the yard, and my neighbor was like, what the fuck? I look like the
No
most
way.
prolific fisherman of all time.
You've been surveying the ocean all
I was
day.
like,
You're
I
like,
am
right
You're
here.
like, I'm just gonna throw one catch.
Yeah.
That's it. Catch
Bang,
one.
dude. That was insane.
Absolutely
That's nuts.
absurd.
All-time moment, dude.
Jesus
We'll get you
Christ.
back into the
Yeah.
fishing
See,
game.
like
dude.
if that like, the problem is like I don't know enough about fishing to actually like fish.
Yeah.
And like I don't have a boat or anything. So
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
due
if
time,
you're like
yeah.
getting out on the lake or something and you throw some lines in while you're having a couple pops,
Yeah.
sodas,
Great day.
then we're fine.
Yeah,
But I agree. Allocating time to
Yeah.
go fish when I
Yeah.
know I might not catch anything,
Yeah.
the thought pisses me
Yeah.
off.
Oh yeah.
Whereas
Oh,
like
yeah.
golf, I'm like, I know I'm going to go
Yeah.
out there and golf.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
I mean that might piss you off if you shoot.
Oh,
like,
Yeah, yeah.
certainly
120.
It gets me
But-
more mad, in fact.
Yeah,
I'd rather
yeah.
not catch anything than shoot
Yeah,
120.
yeah.
Seriously.
Okay, next category, country stars. Morgan Wallen, Luke Combs, Zach Bryan.
Wow. Wow. You know what? This might be crazy, but I'm gonna pass Morgan Wallen.
Oh my God.
Just because he
Love
pisses me off.
Go on.
Yeah.
He does not release his music. Like that pisses me off.
That's actually so
that
fair.
actually pisses me. Like
Yeah.
there's this one song that he hasn't released yet that I love. Like I
Yep.
love this song. It just he hasn't released.
Can't get
so
it.
He just makes me mad.
Fuck
So,
you,
like,
Morgan.
This is a message to
Yeah,
Morgan.
yeah.
Release
I mean,
your
like,
fucking music.
Yeah,
I'm into
Like,
that.
I love you, but like,
Yeah.
I love listening to your voice, but like,
Stop
God,
holding
like,
out on
stop.
other people.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yep.
like it's just makes me mad. But and then I'd probably go. You know, the first time I listened to Zach Bryan, I hated him.
Really?
I hated him.
That's an unpopular
I
opinion.
actually-
My brother put it on. I'm like, what are you
Trash.
playing right now? This sucks.
Dude, was it his slow shit? Because that's what happened to me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
I was like, what
I
okay.
only
listen
heard
to.
his like slow music, and I was like,
Yeah.
this guy's depressing as shit,
Yeah.
and I never listened to
Yeah.
him again. Then I got kind of
Yeah.
taught some of the better songs, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm back in.
It was like his slow stuff, and my brother's playing. I was like, what are you listening
Yeah.
to? Like,
Was it Aiden?
yeah.
And you're like,
Aiden.
are you depressed,
Yeah. I was
dude?
like, are you okay?
Did I beat you at chess again, and you're
Yeah.
sad?
Do you need help? Like, Jesus. Like, but like after so. I mean, I love him now.
Yeah.
But
Sounds like you're scoring
I mean-
with Luke.
sorry,
Sounds like you're scoring with Luke.
I'm gonna score. Yeah.
Yeah,
Luke
Luke's your
Yeah.
guy.
Luke
Luke's your
Combs,
guy.
yeah.
Luke rocks, dude.
I know.
Luke rocks.
Yeah.
I'm newly into country, and I gotta admit, I'm kind of all in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like because you know what, country music, like even 5 years ago, was
Oh, yeah.
just it was the typical country music singing
Yeah.
about trucks and
Yeah.
fucking ex-wives and dogs.
Yeah.
And now it's like country rock. It's like
Yeah.
country pop.
Yeah,
almost
pop
even.
country.
And that shit's just like fun. It's
Yeah.
good songs, and I'm like,
It's
all
good.
right,
It's good vibes.
good
like,
vibes.
yeah.
I'm into it.
I'm still not there, but and this is like, I think country fans hate what I'm about to say, but I do like Zach Brown Band, or is that it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's just like, he's like, I'm on the beach. I'm sitting on the
Yeah.
beach with a
Yeah.
beer,
Also
and I'm
good
like,
vibes.
hell yeah. Dude.
Also
That's
Like,
good
vibes.
vibes.
That's vibes.
I've listened to his songs a lot.
Yeah.
though, so I'm not
yeah,
really-
I hear
Yeah.
you. I hear you. But yeah, I mean, throwing on some country while you're golfing,
Pretty sick.
It's there's
unbeatable.
nothing better.
Yeah.
Truly unbeatable.
You know who has unbelievable country songs? Who you'd never think?
Post Malone. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Unreal.
Dude,
How did you
I
get
love
because I know what you're putting down.
Yeah.
A lot of these fucking white hip hop dudes are transitioning to Jack Harlow's doing it.
Yeah.
MGK is starting to do it.
Oh,
Like he
really?
just released a country song, but Post's country music is
sick.
gas.
It's really good.
oh yeah,
Wow, dude.
it's fantastic.
Really good.
Yeah.
Would you have him above Zach or Morgan?
I I think, I mean, I'm not even listening to Morgan Wallen now.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
he's just
You
not
can't.
Really
Nobody can listen to him. Yeah.
We're boycotting Morgan.
Like, boycotting him.
Yeah.
Let's,
We got to get this message.
Yeah,
down.
yeah, we got it.
You selfish prick.
Yeah. Listen to music.
I mean, like, we love ya.
Yeah.
But, like, come
Like,
on.
we're doing this
Talented guy.
for you.
Like,
The
I can
people
only
want your shit.
listen to, like, the same album so many times.
Yeah.
Which,
like,
by the way, we've all done. Like
Like-
I'm currently doing it. Like,
Yeah.
I listen to his 9 songs I love, and that's all I can do.
Yeah.
like, you can literally skip that, More Than a Hometown or whatever, More Than Your
Yep.
Hometown.
Yeah.
You can just put that on shuffle, and every song is a banger.
Yes.
Like, you can just, like, listen to every song and
Yeah.
just, like, I probably know the words to every single one of the songs. But, like, man, like, if you're not releasing new music, it's
Yeah.
like,
You're killing me.
Yeah.
That, to be fair though, that album is a smash.
oh my God.
it is
Everyone's
a.
banger.
It is
It's
a.
like, how do you make an album so perfect?
It's unbelievable.
It should be
It's, like,
studied, actually.
genuinely-
It should
yeah.
be studied.
It's like put that thing in the museum.
Dude, that's
right
why he's
now.
not releasing new music, because he's like, I have created
Yeah, what can I
something
do?
perfect.
Yeah, he's like, I'll never match that.
Like he released Lies, Lies, Lies this summer.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
so I listened to that a bit, like, so I didn't get, like, sick of it, because
Yeah.
I know he's not gonna release another song in 5 years.
Yeah. It's weird that you have to like temper. You have to
Yeah,
edge
yeah,
yourself with Morgan Wallen music. You're like, don't go too hard. We're gonna fucking burn out fast here. Okay, your last one. This one's recent too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some inside scoop on
We
this.
got some inside information that you have been indoctrinated in a very, very formative film of our time, in American Pie.
Right. Yeah, I was.
Yes.
You were saying a lot of big words that
Yeah.
I was not following, but
American Pie, I did follow.
Yeah,
You
I
have
got
seen
the
American
last.
Pie.
Yeah,
Yeah, you caught-
Yeah,
you caught
I
up.
watched American Pie.
You watched
yeah,
American
yeah.
Pie, so your parachute score is American Pie ladies.
Oh,
Vicky,
yeah.
Nadia,
Okay.
Stifler's mom. Have to throw it.
Yeah.
No offense,
Wait,
Michelle.
Which one's Vicky? Is
Vicky
it
is the blonde one. Tara Reid, the
Yeah.
girlfriend.
The
yeah.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, former Tom Brady girlfriend.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes,
yeah.
briefly.
Good for Tom.
Good for
Yeah,
Tom.
good wheel.
Yeah,
Good for Tara.
Good for
Good for Tara,
Good for,
true.
good for both.
Yeah.
of them.
It's just
happy,
it's a beautiful
happy
couple.
for him.
Beautiful couple.
Happy for him.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
You know what? I'm gonna go. I mean, Stifler's mom is passed. Like,
Yep,
I
yep,
just
yep.
gotta.
Dude, that was a test to see if Mac was an older lady.
Yeah.
He's
Right, yeah.
out here hunting cougars.
Yep.
But okay, all right.
I'm not gonna say anything, but ask that to Smitty. That's all I got.
Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah.
Put on blast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put on blast.
Wow.
I know, dude.
I'm gonna have to shoot Vicky. Score Nadia.
Score
Well done, sir.
Nadia
Well done,
was
sir.
just-
Dude, it was...
There's something about
There's
her.
something...
She-
something
Like there's
Mac?
something like foreign chicks like
Yep.
Yeah.
like she was like
She's nice.
she
She's inclusive.
Yeah.
Like,
she's
she's
got
great.
the secret. We should call her Big Mac. She has the secret
Yeah,
sauce.
yes.
I don't
She
know what it
has
is.
the secret
She can
sauce.
be Big Mac.
I don't understand it, but like I think I fell in love.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what. We understand
Hey,
it.
Yeah.
welcome to the club.
Yes.
Welcome to the
She
club.
defined a generation, and I'm glad that you are now in this generation.
no, but, like,
that. Props to Smitty. Like, truly, Smitty knowing the movie is impressive
Agreed.
to me,
Yep.
and to
Yeah.
show you, like, that's just beautiful stuff.
It's important.
It's really important.
Yeah. Well, like I was gonna say, I like usually like, what do you guys think about accents? Like, I'm not like a really big fan of
Ooh.
like the accents, but like
Great
her,
question.
like for some reason, just
It was
it was
fine.
different.
It was
I-
special.
I,
It was
I let it
It was
go.
like music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I let it go.
Yeah, you just need to lean into it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there is something about it. It's almost like
Yeah.
it's just like a whisper. It's a poem that
Yeah.
you're just all of a sudden getting into, and
Yeah.
you're like, just keep going. This is
Yeah.
lovely. I hear
Yeah,
you.
listen to it a couple times and it'll just be
Yeah.
Yeah.
beautiful.
Don't
Oh,
change a thing.
it's just
Yeah.
glorious. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. All right, well, Mac, this has been a fucking blast.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, is there anything you want to plug or shout out, say hi to?
Not really. No.
Good.
No.
Who came last night?
Who came? We had a good squad in my box.
Nice.
It was like, actually, I don't really know. Like, there are a couple names that like I'm not sure
Yeah,
if
yeah.
they came, but I mean like Steve Kerr, Draymond, Looney. I mean my family obviously.
Yeah.
Like my sister and my older brother Aiden are in like Boston, Montreal, so
Yeah.
they weren't able to come. But
Mhm.
I had some close family friends that were here and stuff. So
Amazing.
It was great.
It was awesome seeing Draymond there. When Draymond tweeted, he was like Macklin Celebrini.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? And then I
sick.
looked up and he was there. I was like, what is
He
happening?
didn't leave early this time, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
true.
God.
Fucker.
Yeah.
True. All right, well, dude,
All right.
this has been unreal.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Till next
Amazing.
time.
Yeah, till next time.
Huge thank you to Selly, to Mac, not to Big Mac, we know that for sure, but what a guy, what an interview. That was so much fun. Listen, I know he's already on IR because that's out now by the time this episode's out, but he's going to be fine. Everything is fine. The future is still very bright. Hope you guys had a blast with that one. So until we see you next time, skate hard.